Hey y'all, time once again for One Past Wednesday. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Yaqi. Full disclosure, Grace over at Yaqi so graciously sent me the Final Cut razor for review. She also sent me this gorgeous brush. Check this out. How nice is that? And this is one that's got the metal coin on the bottom. Now, this brush is going to be getting its separate review, so I'm not going to be using this tonight, but I just wanted to show it to you. Tonight's brush will be, the rocket, the atomic rocket. I love this brush. This is amazing, and this was a gift from an anonymous viewer. Thank you so much. You know who you are, and I love this brush. Okay, next, Grace also sent me this bowl. It's very similar to my live beam bowl, but bigger. Now, I've already loaded it. It's ready to go. There's way too much soap in here for a One Past Wednesday, but I've got enough. Okay. Oddly enough, now this was not given to me. Well, this was given to me. It was given to me by a friend, not from Grace. I have OLC Yaqi Smoking Aces shave cream. This is really nice. We'll do the scent notes up here at the end of the video. And yeah, now the one thing I want to say about the Final Cut, this is going to be pretty easy because she sent me this. I have this, so I already have the Final Cut. I already know what I'm dealing with here. So the only difference is the color. All right, so well, let's get into this. I wanted to build my lather tonight with the rocket, because I've been getting some good lathers with this. This thing is so nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna load this up and let the water run into the bowl. Get some water in there, and then I'm just gonna pour it out like that. And then I'll squeeze that out like that. We don't need that. We're gonna do the Peter Charcalis method. Okay. Anyway, kind of want to tell you guys something. Last Thursday, I was in the library at school, and the vice principal came in, and she says, "Jim, you have to come outside." I'm like, "Why?" She said, "The swimming school bus," I'm going left-handed, "the swimming school bus hit your car." And I was like, "Again?" Because this happened like 3 weeks ago. This is the season where the kids are going swimming, right? And about 2-3 weeks ago, the bus driver hit my car. All right, now I've been like loading this in the center, but I'm just gonna give myself a spritz here to add the water, probably more evenly distributed. But yeah, look at this thing. Look what this thing does. Oh my God. Talk about a boom lather moment. Sorry to the viewer that wrote to me and told me their OCD kicks in when they see me doing this with my right hand on my left side. Sorry. I'm too uncoordinated. See, we're getting that boom lather. Okay, so anyway, the bus hit my car like 2 weeks ago, and I went out there, and nothing was wrong with it. It was fine. I mean, he barely tapped it. He like backed into it. My car was parked at the end of the parking lot, and he was bringing the kids back from swimming, and he just barely nudged it, right? There was nothing wrong with it. So I was like, yeah, it's fine. Just don't worry about it. And then like 2 days later, I received this box of cakes from the bus company as an apology. And I was like, guys, it's not really necessary. God, I love this brush. This brush answered all my problems for, you know what, I'm going to dip the bristles. There we go. It answered all my problems from the boom lather, right? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, nice, thick. Okay, so anyway, I'm in the library on Thursday. She comes in, she tells me that the bus driver hit my car again. And to come outside. And I'm like, you know what? I know it's going to be nothing, so just, don't worry about it. No, you got to come out, And I'm like, oh. I'm upstairs, I'm at the other end of the building. I don't feel like walking all the way down there in this heat. But I got up, I went down there. And do I get a blade in here? Yeah, it's I have a Perma-Sharp in here. And guys, I'm going to put this on setting. Let's see, 1 pass. Let's go with 3. Okay, because I do know that this is a fairly aggressive razor. When you get up to 4, 5, and 6, it's got some heft behind it. So 3 is a pretty good setting. Okay. So I'm like, you know what? I go downstairs and flip. I go outside and there they are all standing around my car. And I looked. This time, there was a little bit of damage. Not much. Yeah, a little scratch. You know what? I can put the pictures up here for you guys to see it. Anyway, so you can see the pictures right up here as I do this. So I'm looking at the little scrapes on the car, and I'm like, you know what? This car is 15 years old, and it's got 300,000 kilometers on it. So I'm not really too concerned. You know what, guys? You know what? I'm gonna save the stubble for tomorrow. There we go. 1 pass Wednesday with the Yaqi The Final Cut. I'll put the specs up here, but for now, this is 77 millimeters high and 12 millimeters around. It's about 81 grams. So it's a little bit heavier than a Gillette Slim. It's a 3-piece. It unloads like this, and this drops down. When that drops down, it's done. And then you can just pull that out and the blade's there, blah, blah, blah. Now it does have the guides for the blades, but it's sticking here because of those wax spots, but that's good for now. I know this comes in chrome and in gunmetal, right? But I also think it comes in brass. I've never seen one, but I kind of remember reading that they do come in brass. Do they still have them, Grace? I have no idea. But anyway, so that's the Yaqi. It's a nice little shaver, zinc alloy, brass, and aluminum. It is what it is. It's an affordable razor. Is it the highest quality razor out there? No, but it's not horrible. Gives a good shave. I've shaved with it numerous times here, and it's a decent little razor. But that's for me. Everybody's different. It may not suit you at all. If you buy one, you don't like it, don't blame me. Okay. I'm just saying for me, it works. Okay. Anyway, so let's get this cleaned off and then we'll be back. Hold on. All right, so we're back. It's been about 30 minutes since I came up here. Let's see. So we were looking at the Yaqi Final Cut before. Like I said, put all the specs up here on the screen so you guys can see them. One complaint that I do have about this is the numbers around the... Now you can see them clearly there. Let's see. You can see them there, but here, nah. You can't see them. Not with 56-year-old eyes, you can't. On this one, I actually took I took Tomoko's pink nail polish, and I tried to paint them in. Let's see. Guess it's wanting to focus on my face. You can kind of see where I got them, but that's kind of worn out too. You can see the three's a little pink in there. Anyway. Yeah, Yaqi, you need to put some paint in there, red, black, something. Black would be good, since that's silver. Black would contrast that very nicely, because you can see the red dot very easily, right? But yeah, you can't see those numbers. Can't see them all. I guess, I don't know. The dial turns around the numbers, so I guess you can figure it out. But still, it'd be nice if you'd be able to see it. But yeah, decent little razor. Good starter razor, I would say. Okay, so anyway, I go down to the bus, and they're standing around my car, and there's a little bit of damage, just a little scratch, okay? We'll put the pictures up here over here for you guys to see. Hear that rain? So, anyway, the scratch isn't that big. It's only like this, and then there's two little nicks on the bike. You can see in the pictures there. So I looked at it, and I said, you know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Car's old. It's got a lot of miles on it. It's fine. Blah, 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 and I went back to class. I shook the bus driver's hand and told him, don't worry about it, and I left. So when I'm driving home, the vice principal calls me, and she tells me, the bus company wants to fix your car, and they will give you a substitute car to drive while it's in the shop, which is common here. Like most car shops, when you take your car in, they give you a car to drive. Problem is, with those little cars, it's those little cars, those little Japanese cars that you guys see on TV so much. They're about this big. Yeah, I don't fit in those cars. So there's no way I could drive one of those little tiny cars. They'd have to rent me a van or something, right? So I told her, I said, no, it's just not worth the hassle. They'd have my car for a week. I don't want to go through that, blah, 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 blah. So she said, we'll talk tomorrow. And I said, no. I said, this conversation is finished here. I don't want to hear any more about it. So I get off the phone with her. I was kind of rude to her on the phone. I admit that. So when I got home, I called her back, and I apologized for being a little rude, but I was driving, and, it was just irritating me. And, she didn't do anything wrong. So I apologized to her, and then I gently explained to her about the mileage and the size and blah, 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 blah. And I said, it's just not worth it. And she said, okay. Another hour passes, and she calls me back. The bus company wants me to go get an estimate on what it's going to cost to get it fixed, and they'll give me the money. I don't have to get it fixed, but they'll give me the money to get it fixed. So I told her, I said, it's not necessary, because I know to fix this, it's not going to be cheap. Not like it's going to be like $50 or $100. Come on, guys. We know better than that. Anybody knows anything about cars? You don't just change a bumper, and it's not like they're going to do body work on it for a fiberglass bumper, right? They're going to buy a new bumper, and they're not cheap, right? And the one piece next to the license plate, they have to replace that. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it, because that's probably going to be $2,000. And I was like, I can't accept that kind of money. And Tomoko told me, when I talked to her, she said, these insurance companies, the bus companies paying for insurance. And if you don't take this, then the insurance companies are just keeping that as profit. All right. So we called the vice principal that evening, and we told her, okay, we'll get an estimate. So my friend Hagiwara came over and took some pictures and took them back to his company, and they did the thing that he came over on Sunday. Today's Wednesday. He brought the estimate back this Wednesday. I'm not going to say how much it is, but it's substantial. So I'm really not comfortable taking it, to be honest. But I keep thinking what Tomoko said, that if I don't take it, it's just profit for the insurance companies. On the other hand, everybody's insurance is going to go up, not because of this, but partially because of this. A tiny fraction of it will be this. And all of these little thises add up to people getting screwed with insurance rates, right? And I just wouldn't want to be a part of that. But I agree with Tomoko. I'm going to take the estimate in tomorrow and give it to her, and then whatever happens. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. So that was tonight, the Yaqi Final Cut. I guess I put, I haven't edited yet, so I don't know if I put the stuff on the screen yet. Whatever, it'll be there. All right, guys, so once again, I guess we'll call that a shave. Yeah, actually, that's not too bad. 30 minutes later, some stubble left here, but had I gone, against the grain, I would have gotten it. Cheeks are pretty smooth. Okay, anyway, that's it for now. I guess we'll call that a shave, and we'll see you guys on Saturday. Y'all stay smooth.